The last thing I remember was the cold, hard pavement against my cheek, the gnawing emptiness in my stomach, a familiar companion, and the dizzying swirl of the world before it all went black. I was just another nameless face, a discarded shell huddled on the edge of existence. I was a man then, or so I thought. Today, I'm not sure what to call it. The mirror reflects a woman back at me, a vision of delicate curves and luminous skin. My fingers, once calloused and rough, are now slender and graceful, tipped with perfectly manicured nails. The long, dark hair that cascades down my back feels alien, yet undeniably mine. This morning, I woke up in a bed softer than any cloud I had ever dreamed of. Sunlight streamed through the ornate windows of a room that whispered of wealth and elegance. It was a stark contrast to the alleyway where I last closed my eyes. A silk robe, the color of faded roses, lay draped across a nearby chair. A far cry from the tattered clothes that were my usual uniform. It's all so bizarre, disorienting, utterly unbelievable, but it's also wonderful. For so long there had been a hollow ache within me, a yearning for something else, some other way of being, a longing I had tried to bury beneath the daily grind of survival. Yet, here I am, living the very dream I never dared to articulate. To be a woman, to be beautiful, to be this. There's a gentle hum of activity from downstairs, a comforting symphony of clinking china and hushed conversation. I feel a strange pull, a curiosity that overrides my fear. I slip into the robe, the soft fabric a caress against my skin. Every movement is fluid, natural, as if I've always possessed this grace. Descending the wide, carpeted staircase, I am greeted by a scene straight out of a magazine. A woman, her face a mirror image of mine, albeit older and etched with a quiet wisdom, sits at a table laden with a lavish breakfast. She looks up as I approach, a familiar fondness softening her features. "Ah, there you are, darling," she says, her voice like warm honey. "I was beginning to wonder if you'd sleep the whole day away." I manage a weak smile, a flicker of apprehension fluttering in my chest. I slept very well," I stammer, the words feeling strange to my tongue, yet coming out with the appropriate lilt of a woman's voice. "You were quite tired after the trip," she replies, her eyes searching mine. "Do you feel better now?" The trip? What trip? I have no memory of any journey, only the dark oblivion of the night before and the jarring transition into this new reality. I choose my words carefully, wanting to avoid alarming her. "Yes," I say, forcing a cheerful tone, "I feel wonderful." The day unfolds in a surreal haze. I navigate the unfamiliar world of this opulent house, learning its rhythms, its secrets. I am introduced to the staff, all of whom address me as Miss Eleanor, with deference and familiarity. I learn that I am an artist, a painter of some renown, living under the care of my aunt. I see my artwork, vibrant canvases that seem to capture the very essence of life, scattered about the various rooms. But even amidst the luxurious comfort, a nagging unease persists that I can't ignore. The pieces of this puzzle don't quite fit. How did I, a homeless man, become this woman, this Eleanor? Was my previous existence a figment of my imagination? Or is this life the illusion? As the day transitions into a twilight, I find myself drawn to the library, a quiet sanctuary filled with the scent of old paper and leather. There, in the shadows, I find a journal, its pages filled with a beautiful, flowing script that I somehow recognize as my own writing. I read with trembling fingers. The entries are a tapestry of passions, insecurities, and dreams. And then I spot something that makes my blood run cold. An entry made just 2 nights ago, just before my own memory fades. It speaks of a strange scientific experiment, a transfer that will alter my physical identity, a transfer that was meant to be voluntary, but the last line suggests a sinister deviation from the plan. And there I read, it will be a one-way transfer. The original persona will be lost. This beautiful life, the woman I now am, felt like a stolen thing. I was not just a woman now, I was a replacement. I was walking on someone else's land. I closed the journal with a snap, the truth dawning on me. I have not simply become a woman, I have become someone else, a beautiful woman, but someone else. And the question now is, what am I going to do about it? Who is behind this? Why? And most importantly, how do I get my life back? The puzzle seems deeper with these questions, and I know if I want to restore myself, I need to find a solution soon. This life is too good to be true and definitely too good to be mine. My journey, I realize, has only just begun.